So this is a recent painting or picture, whatever. And then underneath they got the caption about the shooting in South Carolina and blah, blah, blah. But you know, there's something very interesting about this painting that I saw immediately. And if you look, you'll catch it. See this thing right here? Look very closely. What's this? What's this thing that's hovering up here in the clouds that nobody seems to think that, or the artist doesn't seem to think that anybody will catch? I don't catch everything, but I catch most stuff. And I caught that right away. If we go back and look at it again, see it? See it? And it's very reminiscent of a very famous picture. But I'll show it to you in a more recent, like from the 60s. Yeah. This is a group. I can't remember their name. Anyway, they're singing. They're like from the 60s. They're singing. What the hell's the name of the song? Civilization Machine. But what's interesting about this picture is not unlike this thing here, right there, that thing right there. What is this thing behind this guy's leg right here? Now, I'm not a big, I don't get a big into the UFOs. Okay, it's weird. Okay, so they tried to hide it in this photograph. Here it is in this photograph. You can tell that there's points coming off of this thing, just like this thing. And then there's another very famous picture, and I'll show that to you. I'm pretty sure just about everybody's seen this picture. This is like a Da Vinci or somebody did it. And if you look, you can see that the guy is looking at it in the background. And so here we have this thing here. So here it is. Somebody painted into the clouds right here. Here it is in this photograph from this group, the 60s, singing about the civilization machine. And what they're singing is, you were supposed to give your mind to this thing and it'll make everything better. And then here we have it, this old painting from the 16th century. So the recent shooting, isn't it interesting that they have this thing hidden up in the clouds? Here it is on the album cover from the 60s, and here it is from the 16th century. I'm not a UFO guy. I'm just telling you, I catch stuff. Somebody went out of their way to put this thing in that painting, which was done recently, because it's in reference to the shooting. Okay, so whoever or whatever the fuck you things are, or whatever you are, if you're the fuckers that are behind these news stories, go back to your own planet. Go back to Los Angeles, because you sure as fuck don't understand what fucking how to structure fucking stories very well. Give me a fucking break. What the fuck? Somebody, you can clearly see it. It's right there. Go back and look at the original picture. Blow up your screen so you can see it, and then sit back and you'll see it. There's a point there, there's a point there, there's a point there, there's a point there, and there's a point coming down there. On this thing, there's a point there, a point there, a point there, whatever. This thing isn't attached to anything, and here it is in this real old painting. So, you know what? You decide. I'm just telling you. Somebody deliberately painted that in, thinking that nobody would catch it. Okay? Sorry, how can I put it? Ancient Chinese saying, "Man who hang around too long, liable to get hung up." Stupid fucks. In other words, I'm pretty good at catching stuff. You're going to have to be a little bit slicker than this.